Did you ever imagine that Europe's borders are being breached not by trucks or boats, but by dirt and determination? Picture this, a group of people digging through frozen soil in the dead of night, using buckets and logs to carve a path under a stream, all to slip into a country that's supposed to be impenetrable. This isn't a sci-fi movie, it's happening right now, and it's reshaping the way we think about migration, geopolitics, and the fragile lines between nations. Let me take you through the underbelly of this crisis, where tunnels are more than just physical passageways, they're statements of defiance, strategy, and survival. Here's what's wild, these tunnels aren't random acts of desperation. They're part of a calculated effort, allegedly orchestrated by a leader who's been called a dictator and a rogue actor by Western media. Think about it, why would someone risk their entire nation's reputation to create secret pathways? It's not just about getting people across borders. It's about sending a message, you can't control this. And the timing? Right when Europe is already stretched thin by other crises. It's like a chess game where the pieces are lives, and the board is the entire continent. Take Lithuania's Pertakas region. They found a tunnel 11 meters long, supported by logs, with buckets used to remove sand. But here's the kicker, when guards showed up, 20 people turned back. Why? Were they scared? Or did they have a plan B? This isn't just about smuggling, it's about testing the waters. What if these tunnels are reconnaissance missions, mapping weaknesses in border defenses? Imagine the intel they're gathering, how deep the soil is, where the patrols are weakest, how long it takes for drones to spot movement. It's like a military operation, but with asylum seekers as the pawns. Then there's Šalčininkai, where 38 migrants emerged from a tunnel, only to vanish into the forest. The response was massive, helicopters, dogs, drones. But here's what people miss, the migrants weren't just fleeing, they were part of a larger experiment. When 36 men and 2 women showed up, all from Afghanistan or Iran, it wasn't just about crossing a border. It was about creating a precedent. If one tunnel works, others will follow. And if Europe responds with force, what does that say about their values? Are they willing to turn away people in need, or does this become a justification for stricter policies elsewhere? Now, let's talk about Narewka in Poland. A 60-meter tunnel that let 180 people slip through. 130 were caught, but 40 are still at large. That's not just a security nightmare, it's a logistical puzzle. How do you track people who've already blended into a population of millions? And what does it mean when a country can't secure its own borders? It's a wake-up call that the old systems of fences and checkpoints are obsolete. This is the future, subterranean smuggling, encrypted coordination, and a war of attrition between states and those who want to bypass them. But here's the deeper question, why is Belarus doing this? Sure, they deny it, but what's the cost of denial? If they're accused of complicity, does that isolate them further? Or is this a way to distract from their own domestic issues? It's a dangerous game. And yet, the real victims here aren't just the migrants, they're the people living in these border regions, who now face increased militarization, surveillance, and the constant threat of violence. What's the alternative? Open borders? No. But ignoring the problem? That's not sustainable either. This isn't just about tunnels. It's about power. It's about who gets to define the rules of entry, who's seen as a threat, and who's allowed to dream of a better life. And as we watch this unfold, we have to ask ourselves, are we ready for a world where borders are no longer lines on a map, but battlegrounds beneath our feet?